Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to a little look at the lists for Welsh Nationals that is happening today, the 21st of June. So just have a little look at what people are bringing, have a little look at some stats, and then basically next week there will be an event report. So the venue for this event is Firestorm Games. There is a link to their website in the description for this video. They have great value on all of your favourite games. They are fast and reliable and have excellent customer service. I can definitely vouch for them, definitely with pre-ordering stuff. You will definitely get it on the day of release, providing you don't miss the postman. So have a look at their link, see if they have everything you want. By clicking and using my link, you'll help support me and the channel. So thank you if you do click it. Okay, so before we look at the lists, these are the nations being represented. So we have 12 players and 19 lists because there was an option of taking a Axis and Allied list, and most of the people have taken that opportunity to do it. So basically the top three nations, so we got Germans being represented 6 times, British 5, and joint third is Americans and Soviets are both 3, and of course there's 1 Hungarian and 1 Romanian list. So the notable absence is the Finns. So now looking at where these lists came from in regards to the books. So Belgian British is the top of the tree, being represented 5 times. Then we have Belgian German with 3, Belgian American with 3, and Berlin Soviet with 2. All the other ones are represented once. Notable absence, D-Day British. Interesting, I suppose, since the Saxons have come down to 12 points. With D-Day British it may have changed, but overall Belgian British seems to be the more favoured, definitely favoured out of the British books. No Fortress Europe formations, interesting, but everything else is there. Again, obviously, no Finns. So the last stat is basically what the main formation is in your list. So basically there are 4 categories. So obviously you have your infantry formation list, infantry and armour, so generally that's 2 or 3 formations, a bit mixed. Armoured formation, so your tanks, and mechanised, so your armour panzer grenadiers, etc. But with this one, I've classed it mainly as fully mechanised, so Jimmy's Kangaroo company, one of them haven't got transports, so which wasn't counted, mainly being infantry. And of course there's a few mechanised lists that have basically are in the infantry and armour section, but for the most part there are 8 lists that are pure infantry. There are 5 lists that have two formations. We have 4 armoured formations and 1 mechanised formation. So is this everyone leaning to be more defensive with the experimental mission pack? Well, we'll find out on the day. Okay, so first up we've got Aled Roberts' Belgian British list. So Frost Paras, very good. Interesting, he has not used the Polish Para command card to give him a 2+ counterattack. But interesting to see what Aled does with his list here. I would say, being infantry, obviously you can defend with it, but I reckon he's going to be more on the offensive with these guys because he's got the Parachute Royal Engineers to deal with his minefields. Sorry, everyone, I have a nice little cold call there. And then he has artillery in the form of the Vickers, the mortars, and the Sextons. And of course, he's got his recce with his Jeep. So I reckon he's going to attack with this list. And then he's got a bunch of firepower to back it up with the M10s and the Shermans and the Stuarts as well. Interesting list. Obviously, it would be hard to break with that 2+ last stand. But what will happen is his Piats will probably get killed first before everything. So be interesting to see how Aled does. Now Aled has taken a second list. This one I can guarantee being defensive, being your bog standard beach defense grenadiers. So he's got 3 platoons of them. with Panzerfausts, 4 mortars, and 3 5cm guns. Don't see the 5cm guns too often. He has the Lux Scouts, some Vesps, some Nebs, and some 88s, which he's going to be putting in pack front, supported by 3 Tiger tanks, Tiger 1s. So you can see the Tigers and the Lux are going to be in reserve. Ambush would most likely be the 5cm guns, so interesting, but a lot of infantry to chew through and a lot of counter artillery, so it could be a good little mix. I'd like to see how it does. Okay, next up we have Alex Jones, El Capitano of the Welsh ETC team, and his bloody breaching group. Every time, late war, every time I've played Alex, he's had this bloody breaching group and it's irritating. This time though, he hasn't got Joe Ekins, so very interesting. So this is the Bulge, because obviously the command card is in the Bulge book. So obviously breaching is 1 Sherman for the HQ, a unit of Sherman DDs, 2 AVREs, for very, very, very short range artillery, and 6 Churchill Crocodiles. You monster, Alex. Backing him up, he's got 4 archers, so as long as they don't move, they'll be killing something, and 2 typhoons. So interesting. No infantry, so minefields placed well could be a problem. But a lot of these guys, the AVREs are veteran, but everything else being careful, and it might take a turn or two for a crocodile to actually get through a minefield marker. So we'll see how this one goes. I guess basically I hope it doesn't go against Alid's defensive lists early on, because that's not going to be fun. Okay, next we have Andy's list, which is a forward detachment, because in the progression book it is a command card. That's why it's down at the bottom. Wasn't sure how to class this, so I classed it as a mix in the end, because the formation is infantry and armor. So that's why I classed it on formation. So obviously he's got T-34 85s, 2 lots of them in formation, some motor rifle infantry, some anti-tank guns. He also has 3 IS-2 guards and 3 ISU 122s, and he has also got the RPG anti-tank grenades for the infantry platoon. So interesting this. I do like a forward detachment, but bit light on the artillery. Normally I'd have taken the unit of mortars as well, but he has got the ISUs that I can put down a template, but will that be enough? But some good anti-tank in the form of the T-34s. So Andy again with a second list, a Bulge German list. So we've got an Ardennes Armoured Panzer Grenadier Company. So we have got a HQ with half track, 2 shorter platoons, so 5 MG42 teams with half tracks, but with 3 Panzer 470s in formation. In support, 3 Vesps, 1 Panzer 3 OP, and 3 Tiger 1s. Tiger 1s again. Interesting to see. Interesting to have the shorter platoons. Very interesting. Very interesting to see how people are going about the whole list building process. But as again, more interesting to see how it does. Okay, Chris Evans next with double formation Hungarians. Now, interesting. So he's got a Panther tank company. So this is from the Hungarian book. So 1 Panther and then 2 units of 2 and 2 Nimrods, which is a nice little anti-aircraft gun. Interestingly, I've done something similar with the Hungarians, but I used Brigade Panthers, which don't cost much more, but you do get 3 extra Panthers. So interesting. And then he has a rifle company, which basically have the most bog standard stats. So careful, confident, trained. But obviously they are good infantry. You got a HQ with 2 SMG teams, 2 7-man teams. You can have 9 with Panzerfausts. He has HMGs. He has 120mm mortars. I think they can fire smoke as well. Two 7.5cm anti-tank guns, and four 105mm howitzers. So I definitely think this is more of an offensive list, but we'll see on the day. Chris is a good player, so hopefully I will come across this list. Okay, Chris has also taken a secondary list, so two formations, a SP artillery regiment. So I've played something similar to this with Chris before. So T-34-85 for the HQ, and two units of three Su-85s, so tank killers. Interesting. And then we have a red banner rifle regiment, so that is your careful Soviets, with HQ, two platoons, and of course Panzerfausts, and the 45mm guns, which are not to be underestimated. Three M10s, four 122mm howitzers, an OP, and an anti-aircraft platoon in support. Again, I reckon attack with this one. Probably could defend. Yeah, I reckon it could defend. It could do a bit of everything, this one. Okay, so now this is Chris Walker, the Grill Master, primary list. So it is a Panzer Grenadier Company, which is a command card in the Bulge German book. So we have a HQ, two SMG teams, two units of seven SS Panzer Grenadier platoons, SS mortars, SS grills, 7.5cm anti-tank guns, and two light AAs. We also have an SS scout troop, four more grills, four Volks 10.5cm howitzers, and two Tiger 2s, SS Tiger 2s as well. And of course, he's got a command card making those 10.5cm, 8.8cm artillery guns. So he's got four gun teams at 3 points. Okay, so yeah, I reckon he'll defend with that. I do. So far, Chris has defended most games I played against him, so I reckon he could do a bit of both of this, but obviously attacking with aggressive infantry isn't always the best. Chris Walker's secondary, double British Bulge formation, so a Comet Armoured Squadron, very lovely Comets, no Red Snowling though, disappointing. So you've got two Comets for the HQ, two units of three, three Chaffies, and three Dingoes for 1 point. And another Frost Parachute Company, so both Frost Parachute platoons, airborne MGs, and mortars. So two templates, but only one smoke. So be interesting to see how that one goes. Okay, so next is Doug Hart with his primary Vavan SS force. Two formations, so Brigade Panthers, so utilising the cheaper Panthers from the Bulge book here. So in total 8 Panthers and 2 Wirbelwinds, basically a combination I will probably may use next tournament. An SS Recce Company with 2 SMG teams, a mounted up reconnaissance platoon, a dismounted reconnaissance platoon, and Recce mortars. In support, we have 2 Pumas, 3 Vesps, and 1 OP. And then obviously we've got everything from the SS book upgraded to 9th SS, making them veteran and careful. So interesting. And again, someone using a smaller infantry platoon, not both small this time, but yeah, that Recce platoon with 7 stands and 7 half tracks is a bit pricey. Doug has also got a secondary list. So we've got an M4 Sherman Late Tank Company veteran, so careful. So we have 2 Shermans in the HQ. One is an Easy 8. Yes, love Easy 8s. And one is a Jumbo. And then 2 platoons of 4. One is a Sherman 76 and one is a Jumbo 76 in each platoon, and 3 armoured mortars. And supporting them are 3 priests, a Bastogne glider rifle platoon, which is basically German stats. They are careful, they are confident with a 3+ last stand and are veteran. We also have 2 Jacksons, and we have some hypervelocity for the Shermans. And we have also some downgraded Shermans as well. So basically, the 4 Shermans in the platoons are not a jumbo or a 76, are your regular Shermans without your protected ammo. Okay, so this is Jimmy's final draft of his Welsh Nationals force. Will it be his UK Nationals force as well? We will see. So we have a Kangaroo Rifle Company that is going to be Canadian, so fearless, but with a 5+ last stand. So we'll see if that is a factor. So we have a HQ with 2 teams and a Kangaroo, a mounted up platoon, a dismounted platoon, 4 3-inch mortars, 4 6-pounders, 3 universal carriers, all with Piats, because that's the way to do it, and 3 Wasps. In support, we have 4 Comets and 3 Ram armoured troop. So basically the tanks that didn't really exist but did, well, non-battle, but we've got them, because I got them painted and it'd be nice to actually use them. So command card wise, obviously we've got our Canadian card, carrier transport for the 6-pounders, and 4.2-inch mortars. So that brings Jimmy up to 2 templates, one of which has a 3+ firepower, which is pretty good for the British. Right, so another British list from Ken Williams. So we will see a bit of this on my channel. We had a little practice with it. So we've got Hussars, Cromwell. So rather than having your 17-pounders distributed amongst your platoons, why not have them all in one unit that can get killed? So we have a HQ with 2 Cromwells and 2 Cromwell CSs. So quite hefty on the points, but obviously it's integrated formation artillery. That will have to reroll, but can fire smoke. And then we have 4 challengers, so 17-pounders, 2 units of 4 Cromwells, 3 Dingoes, and 2 Crusader AAs. And we do have a infantry platoon in the Black Bulls motor platoon. No half tracks, just a small unit of infantry that are there to clear some minefields and hopefully rally at some point in the game. Next, we have a journalist from Ollie Banks, so a reconnaissance camp grouper. So we have a HQ with 2 SMG teams and 2 small half-tracks, a recce platoon dismounted with Panzerfaust, 3 Panther Lights, another dismounted recce platoon, some recce mortars, and Pumas. So nice, everything's integrated. A lucky card, a Sturm Tiger, and 4 88s. Interesting. Be interesting to see what is happening with this list. I don't like the Sturm Tiger, as you know, guys. So hopefully I won't have to play it. Next is Rex King and Bulge American Force. So we have 2 formations, an M5 Stuart Tank Company. Hooray, Stuarts! Consisting of 15 Stuarts in total, with some armoured 81mm mortars and assault guns. So I think that is from the Fortress Europe book. Also, Fortress Europe is represented in this tournament. We then have an M4 Sherman Late Tank Company. So bear in note, enemy plays Rex, everything is aggressive, which, you know, sometimes you forget these things. So we have a HQ with 1 76mm Sherman, 2 platoons of 5 with 2 76s per platoon, 1 unit of just 4 75s, some 81mm mortars, and Calliopes. Was maybe at a point having to loan these to Rex, but he's got them all sorted now. He's got Flame Shermans, of course. 12 M4 Sherman tanks are being downgraded, and he's also got early Calliopes as well. So interesting, very interesting. Okay, and then for the Spam Award, Rex's secondary list. So 2 formations from the Berlin German book. Clausewitz Panzersturm Company with, so basically 2 HQ teams with half-track, an armoured Panzergrenadier platoon, so obviously Clausewitz, 6 triple 15mm anti-aircraft guns, another Panzergrenadier platoon, mortars, armoured 7.5s and SUHs, 3 Vesps, 4 Luftwaffe 88s, 4 Clausewitz Panzer IV tank platoon, and all the 234 Scout cars that the Germans had. But some of these have Pak 40s, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Now, obviously, if you hit one, they most likely will run away, but you do need to hit them first, and they are careful. And if you can't hit them and also convert your firepower, because they're not likely to get in either. But if you have a bad turn of shooting against this list, yeah, it's going to go downhill quite quickly. And I know for a fact that can happen. Okay, so now we go on to my list. So my primary for the year, of course, is Romanians. So I have one formation, a motorized rifle company, so two rifle teams for HQ, one big platoon with Panzerfaust and Panzerschreck, a smaller platoon with the same 481mm mortars and three 50mm guns, which are upgraded to 75mm anti-tank guns. Which basically is 89 with heat changes into. In support, we have some TACAM T60s, so basically Mardas, three 75mm M43 guns, so that's 80-13 Pack 40s basically, some Stukas, which are actually HS 129 assault flights, some Panzer IVs, which are called T4s, with a command card, so basically I get to reroll a miss with the unit leader, and three assault gun platoons, which are Stugs. Okay, so for my secondary list, I thought I'd try something different. So it is a Bastogne Parachute Rifle Company, but it might as well be Easy Company because what I've got. So I've got a HQ of two SMG teams, and this is actually Richard Winters. So gives me a lot of bonuses. We then have two full Bastogne Parachute Rifle platoons with seven rifle MG teams, 60mm mortar, two bazookas, and an LMG each. I also have four 81mm mortars, four 57mm anti-tank guns, and then in support I have a veteran M4 Sherman Light Tank Company, two of which are 76mm Shermans, and four Hellcats. So I am downgraded one of my Shermans, and all my stuff has hypervelocity rounds, so hopefully that'll make a difference, because the 57mm guns aren't going to do a lot at this point in the war. And last, and definitely not least, Shirley King, who's rumoured not to be playing Soviets this tournament, but I knew that those rumours were going to be lies. So we have three formations from the Berlin Soviet book. Not from that book exactly, because the Churchill Guards Heavy Tank Regiment is from Fortress Europe. So we have 17 Churchill 6-pounders. We also have a Hero Guards Motor Rifle Battalion. So we have a HQ with Panzerfaust, two platoons of seven with Panzerfausts, six 82mm mortars, and three more 82mm mortars. Make your own luck. And an allied formation from the Romanians, an R2 light tank company. So these are basically little murder dodgems. They are not too bad in assault, to be fair, because they do hit on fours, and they do. Don't think they have machine guns, but they are annoying little things, and it's another little thing that if you don't hit them, there might be a problem. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I thought I'd put this in as a little surprise. So this video now is actually going to be going up on Thursday, so I lied about being the event happening now. It's on Saturday. But this is the draw for round one. I thought I'd do it early. Just I wanted to see if the software worked for a start, and it did. At this point, it is. So I'll be bringing pen and paper and a calculator just in case. But here we are. So table one, we have Alex Jones and Chris Evans. Table two, me and Jimmy. So we can turn up later for this event, for this game, and because Jimmy beat me last game, and I just won't let him use my models, and I'll win. Table three, Rex versus Chris. So I think that'll be an interesting one. Ollie and Shirley. So enjoy the spam of Soviet and Romanian stuff. It should be a funny game. And then we have Aled versus Andrew and Doug versus Ken. So that is the draw for round one. I don't think we're allowed to place bets, and definitely not me, because that would be wrong. But how do you think this round one will do? So obviously we'll find out next week, but there's no harm in putting a few comments in, thinking who's gonna turn out best in round one. But why not go a bit further? What do you think the top 3 will be for this event based on the lists? And there we go. So hope you enjoyed, and hope you enjoy my event report next week. And it's nice that I am playing, but now I have the stress of trying to keep everything running smoothly, and no doubt it will. So until then, let's hope it's a good one.